Good morning, geometry guys. We're here in Mr. Jeffrey's third period geometry class, recording today as we review our second practice test for our logic and reasoning test. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe with the bell. Alright, bless you. So this is how it's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to give you an original statement and you have to say what the statement is underneath it. Okay? So our original statement says, if you eat breakfast, then you have biscuits. The second thing says, if you don't eat breakfast, then you don't have biscuits. Okay? It's the same thing, but it's in the same order, but it's been negated. This would be the inverse. Okay? So, you know, if you were making a note to, you know, for your orange sheet, you know, inverse is same order, but negated. Okay. Now, for number 2, it says, if I eat cereal, then it is Cheerios. This right here says, if I eat Cheerios, or if I eat cereal, if and only if it is Cheerios. Okay? This right here, these 4 words are going to tell you exactly what you need to know. If it says four words, it's a biconditional. Okay? A biconditional, you know, little note here, contains if and only if. Okay? It has those things in there. Alright. Last one, if Mr. Jeffries is hyper, then he had too much coffee. Okay? Then it says, if he had too much coffee, then Mr. Jeffries is hyper. Alright? This is the converse. And this means that the order is swapped. Okay, so, you know, the only thing that is not covered on here would be the contrapositive. And it's basically the converse negated. So, you know, if you make a note, I'm sorry, not the inverse, the converse negated. Okay, so that's basically what you're going to have there. You did the stuff with the things. All right. So, you know, if you have that in a nutshell, that's basically what you'll need for part 1 tomorrow. Yes, there's going to be 3 of them. That means one of these is not going to be used. Okay? And yes, it will have odd sentences like this. It really doesn't matter what the sentences, what the meaning of the sentences are, kind of like some of y'all's sentences y'all use in day to day. But we're just worried about the order. Okay? Now, are we good on part 1? Anybody need more time? Alright, Rainey. Now, a counterexample is one example that proves something false. Okay? So, number 4 says all tractors are green. Alright, well, we know that Kubotas are orange, Case IH is red, you could say Mahindra is red, New Holland is blue, as long as it's one example that's true. Now, yes, I did something that I thought everybody would mostly know and we could talk about it on the practice test. It's going to be something where hopefully it's a topic where, you know, everybody would understand, like common knowledge type thing. All right. 5, football games are only played on Friday. Here's some of the examples we had previously. But that Lauderdale County played Lexington on a Thursday this year. Okay. That's exactly the thing I was thinking when I typed this out. Somebody said that college...
We play this Thursday too. This week.
Okay, thanks. Yes, okay. Big information needed to be in this recording that they played this Thursday too. All right. Another counter example is college football plays on Saturdays. All right. Or pro football plays on Sundays and Mondays. Either any of those. It doesn't have to be all of them. Just like one. All right. Any questions, comments, things of that nature? All right. So, this next part, yes, I made a mistake. I tried to fix it right here by saying x is -1 instead of what it had on your paper. Now, number 6 on the test is going to be like this. You'll have to provide the reasons. Okay? Some of y'all are getting better at this because you're actually thinking about it more than just trying to go right for the answer. That's the whole reason for this unit, and that's actually the whole reason that that everybody has to take certain maths. It's because it's problem solving, okay, instead of problem causing. Now, the first reason should always be given, okay? So if there's 6 of these blanks on the test tomorrow, everybody should at least get this one. Okay. Now it says this little segment plus this little segment is a big segment. Segment addition postulate. Okay. Now, we go from their actual names to the algebraic expressions or values they have. We have substituted in for that. All right, on our next step, step 4, we go from all that on the left to very few items. It looks like we combine like terms or collected like terms. That would be simplify. To get from 4 to 5, it looks like we subtracted 24. Well, that would be the subtraction property and division property. Okay? Now, in the case that, each of these are 2 points each, some people may accidentally put a step in the wrong spot, like you might accidentally said simplify here and then substitution. It's not, remember, it's not completely off. I don't know if some of y'all have been paying attention to the way I grade, but you're not going to miss both of these. It's like a -1 type thing. All right. Are we good with number 6 before we move on to the last one? And boop. So now I'll try to have it where it's not as many stuff to begin with, because some of y'all's handwriting is going to look like this tomorrow if y'all had to write this. I've already seen some of it today. Okay. I don't even know what language that is. All right. So This is our given statement. Okay, we go from this. It says angle addition postulate. Which one of these says this angle plus this angle is this angle? Well, this. Bless you. Then it says substitution. Bless you again. And simplify. Then subtraction. And then division. Now, I had a handful of people in the first period that actually started with this problem because they said for them it's easier to list this out, and then they actually used this to help them answer the steps on number 6. All right, so as this class finishes their on sheet in preparation for tomorrow, don't forget hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.